Hello everybody, welcome to another tarot reading. My name is Amber and this is Earthy Indigo. I hope that you are doing very well today or tonight or whenever it is that you are tuning in to this reading. This reading is going to be more of a specific reading, so not all of the messages are going to resonate with everybody who views this, and that's okay. This reading is made with the intention that it reaches those who are looking for the messages, as well as those who resonate with the divine partner or twin flame journey. I'm feeling that these messages are going to be specifically for that collective today, specifically for those of you who do resonate with being in separation. Whether you know who your other person is or not, is irrelevant, just those in separation. I'm really feeling strong messages coming through today for this reading, so that's what we're going to be looking into. I do have two channeled songs to start this off. I will leave the links to the music videos in the description box below. In case you want to check that out. I do feel like there could be additional messages for somebody in the lyrics of one or both of these songs. So the first song that we have is Far Away by Nickelback, and the next song is A Witch's Love by Witchy Tips. And again, the links to those music videos will be in the description box below. Okay, let's get into this. So I'm going to start off today with some letter runes to see what comes out here. Now, if your person's initials or your initials do not come out, that's okay. It just means you didn't need confirmation from these runes. So, welcome back, returning subscribers, new subscribers. Thank you all very much for all of your love and support. Liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing has really helped the channel's growth. If you are... Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that's not super loud. If you are on Rumble, I am posting videos over on Rumble now, and I'm working on getting together a list of some exclusive videos for over there. If anybody is interested, I'm also on Instagram. So let's see. Links to all of that stuff is in the description box below, as well as the channel's description. Okay, I'm trying to not be super loud when I flip these over because I know it can be a little harsh on the microphone. Okay, so we have, starting off here, we have a house. So for some of you, maybe you're moving. Maybe you at one point lived with this person. But I do feel like for some of you, there could be something here to do with like moving, like literally moving house or moving locations, or I don't know, maybe like maybe moving in together. I'm not really sure. I do feel like for most of you, that's probably not going to be the case. So we have the letter M. We have two L's, so double letters could be significant for somebody here. We have two L's, and we also have two F's. So double letters in the first or last name could be significant here. We have the letter A. We have a good amount of vowels today. We have an A, an O, a U, and an I. So I'm getting the name Miles for somebody here. Again, you know, there could be like, for some of you, there could be distance, or somebody, maybe you're like moving, like that could be like miles as in like distance, you know. We have loss right here. That made me think of Los Angeles. Somebody could live in Los Angeles, or maybe California is significant. Maybe I don't know, maybe like somebody here like likes the Dodgers or something like that. I don't know if the LA Angels is like a baseball. I'm not really even sure. I'm not a sports person, but LA Angels could be a thing as well. Okay, so I'm also getting the name Bill. We have the name Bill here, B-I-L-L. So B, we have a W and a U and a G. I'm getting I don't know if it's like from the Croods. I think it's like Grug is the name. I'm pretty sure it's the name of the dad from the movie Croods. So Miles, Mills, Milo. We've got swag here. Somebody has some swag. Okay, what's that song where it's like, you got the moves like Jagger? Maybe somebody here likes to dance, or like, I don't know, has some like moves. Maybe somebody wants to put the moves on you. We have off. We have sub. Maybe somebody takes a Subway. Maybe somebody likes like Subway, the restaurant. If we had a Y, we would actually have Subway. Very interesting. Maybe somebody here is hungry. Maybe somebody here just like specifically made a sandwich. I don't know why. Maybe I'm hungry. Okay, let's see. Let's get some zodiac signs and see what comes through. All right, so we're starting off with Pluto. Not surprising. We are in Scorpio season. So if you are watching this at the time of upload, today is November 1st. So happy Dia de los Muertos for those who celebrate. And happy November 1st for those who don't celebrate. Today is 111, so that is an angel number. Somebody could be going through a spiritual awakening. I also got the number 1221 and 1234 before I sat down to do this reading, so those could be significant numbers as well. We have 22 here. Somebody could be saying 222 or maybe 1222. I'm just getting like 12s. Maybe there's something significant about the month of December, or maybe like midnight or noon, which is interesting because right now as I'm recording this, it is actually midnight. So, you know, it's the perfect time to be doing a tarot reading, right? Witchy hour and on Dia de los Muertos. So, and Samhain. Anyway, Pluto. Not surprising because Pluto rules Scorpio. We are in Scorpio season. So there's a lot of transformation here. I feel like for some of you, maybe this is somebody that you actually do know from your past, but I'm kind of getting like a sense of like maybe some nostalgia or like reminiscing here. This person could be thinking about you a lot at nighttime. I kind of feel like it's mutual. To be honest with you, maybe you're thinking about them a lot more at nighttime too. For some of you, there could be something here to do with dreaming. I'm also kind of getting like somebody could have been iced out. I'm getting some like, I don't know, like some heart chakra, maybe even some solar chakra clearing here. We do have the sun, so somebody could be going through some sort of like a solar chakra or a heart chakra healing maybe. The solar chakra talks about like, it's like your sense of self, you know, like your sun sign is your, I guess you could say it's kind of your personality, although I don't feel like that's correct, but for the sake of this reading, we'll say your personality. It's kind of like your solar plexus is the same. It's like your identity. It would be, you know, like your ego, I guess you could say, but it's kind of, again, not really the correct term. For somebody here, maybe like there's something where, I don't know, maybe you've been kind of like, how do I even say this? Like maybe you're the type of person who maybe didn't really have a lot of confidence. Maybe you portrayed having confidence, but maybe inwardly you didn't really have a lot of confidence, or maybe this is significant to the person that, to your person. So flip it, switch it, reverse it, whatever you got to do. But that's just kind of what I'm picking up here is like somebody was sort of like, I don't know, it's kind of like maybe you iced yourself out, or maybe you iced your heart. Is that what it is? Did somebody get hurt and then they like iced their heart? It's a weird way of saying it, but that's kind of what I'm getting. I'm getting the Grinch. Okay, so we've got Christmas energy coming in here. Somebody could be born around Christmas or something significant around like the Yuletide holiday season, December, maybe January. But the Grinch, right? So he had, well, he was a Grinch, right? He's a grumpy grumpy bugger who didn't like Christmas, and his heart was 3 sizes too small, which had, was kind of a little understanding once we realized that. We realized why the Grinch was so grumpy, because his heart was just so small. But once his heart grew, then he was able to have more love and compassion, not only for the holiday season, but also for the Who's in his community. Very interesting here. It's very interesting. I feel like somebody's heart is thawing. So Scorpio energy, we have Leo energy with the sun here and the number 18. Yeah, I really feel like somebody is, and for some reason, it's like, and I guess it's not really like for some reason, it makes sense, right? Because everything is connected, especially when you're talking about chakras or energy in general. But when you or this person, or both of you, when you iced your heart, when you closed your heart, it was because of some sort of a pain, or maybe it was just like how society taught you to be, or whatever the case may be. But it's like, in a way, it kind of like, it almost internally, I'm not saying this as being like an external thing, so maybe nobody else around you like knows, maybe you even weren't consciously aware of it, or this person wasn't consciously aware of it, but it's like there was almost like a loss of a sense of worth, for lack of a better way of saying that. It's kind of like this person didn't feel as good about themselves because of it. Self-confidence, that's what I was looking for. Thank you. There was like a lack of self-confidence that came about because of this. Now, maybe it was a lack of confidence when it came to relationships or connecting in general. I feel like it's like a defense thing here. It's very interesting. I'm getting like, you probably don't know, because we've never really, most of us here haven't actually been to space, but you know how they say that like space is really cold, and I'm imagining, like, I'm getting The Fifth Element, and then there's this other movie, I think it had Johnny Depp in it, but like this guy was an astronaut, and he somehow or another he ended up getting like lost out in space, and when he did, he like froze. That's what I'm getting here from this. Has somebody been like lost in some sort of a void here? It's like a heart. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting energies. I just keep getting like space, like blackness and the stars. I don't know, maybe this is like a visualization that somebody does when they meditate. But let's move on from this. We have Pisces. Somebody could be a Pisces. We also have the number 12. So Pisces can talk about dreaming, being very dreamy. I really feel like whoever this is, whether this is you or your person, there's a thawing. I don't know how else to say this, so this is what I'm going to be calling it. There's a thawing of a frozen heart here. Like in the movie Frozen, when Anna's heart gets frozen, and she like literally starts to turn into ice, but the only way to save her is an act of true love, which does come from her sister, because love can come in any form. So is there something, it could have been something about you, or maybe about this person that thawed their heart, or maybe they thawed your heart. But it's like by doing this, it's kind of like, I don't even know, like I'm getting the Grinch again. When they just like the x-ray and it shows his heart and it's like too small, and then it gets bigger and it just starts beating. I'm thinking of the cartoon, the old school cartoon, and it just like gets bigger and it starts beating like more faster. That's what I'm getting here. Something about you, and I'm going to read it this way, so you can flip a switch or reverse it. But so there's something about you that has started this person's heart again. And I don't know if it's like, for those of you where this is somebody from the past, I don't know if this happened like in the past, I don't think it happened in the past. Excuse me. I don't think it happened in the past. I think that it's happening now for whatever reason. But maybe this was why you weren't able to connect in the past. And I feel like there's kind of like this, like, it's like a dawn rising almost in this person's like energy. And by having this like thawing happening and this awakening within their heart, it's allowing them to be able to dream. Maybe for some of you, they're even able to like connect to their psychic energies a little bit more with Pisces here. With Pisces as well in the dreaming. So I'm turning my air down because it's a little warm underneath this light. So you could be dreaming about this person, or this person could be dreaming about you. Could be a lot of fantasizing here about each other. I do feel like it's mutual energies. I really do feel like this is mutual energy. So, you know, please do keep that in mind as I'm relaying these messages. We have Aquarius here with the number 11. I am feeling like 1111. I really feel like somebody's going through an awakening. I'm not really sure if it's a spiritual awakening as much as it is like, it's like a heart awakening. Somebody here is going through like a Grinch phase. And I don't mean to say that you're like a Grinch. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that like somebody's heart is like growing. Their capacity to love, or their ability to love, or maybe just their like willingness to allow themselves to feel feelings, you know? Because by it puts that your heart at risk, right? Which was something that this person was worried about, which was why they iced it over. They put up these walls. They were very guarded. See, he's got his arms crossed right here, very guarded. And if you look in the sun, like he has his hand over over his heart, like he's like thawing it specifically. I really do think that's exactly what's going on here. We have water energy. Somebody could have recently been to some sort of large body of water, like a lake or a river or an ocean maybe. Maybe you put your feet in or something like that, and there's just some sort of like a healing or a cleansing, or maybe there's something here to do with like I don't know, I feel it's like a washing away of sins. Interesting. Maybe somebody here literally like got baptized, or metaphorically got baptized, but you know, again, it's the washing away with the water. And there's a reason why in Christian religions they use water for baptism. You know, it is an ancient connection there, as a lot of these things are, right? When you start to really look back on it, like Christmas, for example. You know, I'm pretty sure that Christmas used to be Saturnian, where they celebrated Saturn, and it was at the end of the year, when Saturn rules. Somebody could be a Capricorn. Somebody could be dealing with a Saturn return. There's something here to do with karma. This could be somebody here could have finally learned some sort of really strong soul lesson. This frozen heart here, this could have been lifetimes. This could have been from like this pain or whatever happened that caused this person's heart to freeze. Could have happened lifetimes ago. It may not have been in this lifetime, but this is the lifetime where it thawed, and it has something to do with connecting with you. Interesting. For some of you, this person could be a very high-level soulmate. Maybe they're not your divine partner, if that's not what you resonate with. Maybe this is a very, very high-level soulmate, and somebody who you've had a very strong past life with. Take that if that resonates for you. Somebody here could also really like the Transformers. These shields, or his arms, I guess. I don't really even know what that is. Just made me think of the Transformers. So water water energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And we have the moon, which rules Cancer. Very strong water energy here today. We literally have all of the water signs. Also air with Aquarius and fire with the sun. You guys, we have the sun and the moon. Wow, I didn't even notice that. We have the sun and the moon. This is the divine feminine and the divine masculine. There's a song here. It's gone. Something like, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Something like that. I have no idea who sings that song, but I've heard it a lot in restaurants, and I love it. Honestly, it's like one of those that just kind of sticks with me. But yeah. I like I said, I don't know who sings that song, so I probably won't leave that in the description box because I won't know how to find it. But masculine and feminine, we have it here. You know, there could be something opposite about the two of you as well. Maybe somebody works during the day and somebody works at nighttime. Maybe you live on opposite sides of the planet, and so like when it's day for one, it's night for the other, or something like that. It's like there's like a I don't even know how to describe it. It feels almost like an illusionary boundary or an illusionary barrier. Does that make sense? Like it seems like there's like it's impossible to connect, you know, like if you were on different sides of the planet, right? Like it would seem impossible for you to be able to connect to each other, but you can, and you are, because time is irrelevant and has nothing at all to do with energy and connections, nor does it have anything to do with soul connections and the higher realms. I believe that the two of you, maybe like even if you've never met each other before, there's connecting here. I think that you guys might dream about each other. For some of you, I really do feel like that. I'm kind of like really getting a feeling like for some of you, there could be literal distance like that, where you're on the opposite side of the planet from each other, you know? So it's almost kind of like when one's awake, the other one's asleep. If you've ever seen the show Once Upon a Time, there's a season in the show when Prince Charming and Snow White both they're under a sleeping spell, and they share a heart, and because they share a heart, when one is awake, the other one is asleep, and so that's how they have to go about their life basically throughout the season. Is one is always asleep while the other one is always awake. And, you know, I'm not going to give away too much in case you haven't seen it. But that's kind of what I'm getting here. It seems really impossible. And it seemed really impossible for them too. Like they weren't sure how they were ever going to be able to fix it, you know, to be together again, to actually truly be together again. You know, but when there's where there's a will, there's a way, right? And true love knows no bounds. Okay, let's get into the tarot here. We're going to do the Delos Tarot. So let's see here. What is this person thinking about you? What is this person thinking about? So we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Swords. So air energy and earth energy. Air energy is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Earth energy is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So for some of you here, you could be a divine feminine, or maybe you're a masculine watching this, and you're... and this is about your feminine. I feel like there's communication here. I'm getting this Page of Swords as being not being the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like maybe this Page of Swords might be the masculine and the Queen of Pentacles might be the feminine here. I feel like there could be an age difference between the two of you. It doesn't have to be the case, but I feel like the masculine could be younger than the feminine here. This feminine is very independent. I feel like this feminine is a very caring person as well. There's something here to do with roses. There's roses on this card. This masculine could have longer hair. They're learning something. There's like a storm brewing behind this Page of Swords here too. If you look at the clouds, like they look like they're starting to turn into storm clouds. And then his hair is blowing quickly. And if you look at the trees here, they look like they're kind of like blowing too, like almost like he's facing the wind. He's facing into the storm. I'm kind of getting this like defender sort of an energy from this masculine here, like a hero. I don't know if you guys can see this right here. I hope it's in the camera, but the deck is splitting, so I'm just gonna go ahead and split it and see what's here. We have the Two of Swords, and then here on the top, the Two of Pentacles. 22 again. Okay, so there is this masculine is trying to stay balanced. Could be financially balanced. It could have something to do with their work. Okay, this is kind of funny. For some of you, I'm kind of getting like a really funny energy from this masculine. Like I kind of feel like this masculine has like a really good sense of humor. Like he's making me want to laugh. Like this energy is like really just making me want to laugh, because I feel like this masculine is like literally like, how do I even say this? Like he's looks like he's just a mess right now, right? Like he's got an elephant hat on, he's got one foot on the ball, and he's balancing these pentacles. Like it's just only a matter of time before he falls, right? But see, here's what's so funny about this, because he's got it under control. He really does have it under control, and that's what's so funny. And I kind of feel like this masculine is sort of laughing at the fact that everybody thinks he's gonna fail or he's gonna fall off of this ball, and he's not. He's got it under control. But there's a decision here. He's being very guarded about this decision, maybe. What's up with the Two of Swords? Why is the Two of Swords here? Yeah, the King of Swords. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Y'all, I kind of feel like this, I kind of feel like this masculine is like stronger than he appears. And I kind of feel like that's intentional. Like I feel like this masculine sort of like pretending, for lack of a better term, pretending to be a little chaotic, or you know, maybe he is, maybe he does appear to be that way, but it's like very controlled chaos, because this is the King of Swords here. This is somebody who's very in control, somebody who's very organized, very methodical, somebody who crosses their T's and dots their I's. This is somebody who's planning something, and who this is somebody who's planned something. They're not planning, they've already planned it, but they're keeping it hidden. They could still be learning something. I wonder if this masculine is going inward. Because it kind of looks like this person on the Two of Swords is meditating. Can I get another card? This masculine. Seven of Swords, and I wanted to come out in the reverse. Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This masculine is there's energies around this masculine that are not friendly. But they, there's a moon again. Two of Cups. This masculine, I think this masculine, okay, how do I even say this? Hold on. There's a couple different energies coming in here. I think that for some of you, for a lot of you, I think this masculine is dealing with energies, or they're surrounded by energies that are like, in a way, they're kind of like in competition in them. They're making fun of them for whatever reason. Like haters. There's haters. This masculine is surrounded by haters. Sorry, I gotta take my sweater off. It's very warm right now. Yeah, I think that's exactly what this is. This masculine is surrounded by haters, and he's just kind of like letting them talk. Like he's not really like paying them any mind because he thinks it's funny, right? Because they're over here like, oh, look at this masculine. Look at him looking, you know, all weird with that elephant hat on and trying to balance on that ball. There's no way he's going to be able to do that. He doesn't even have both feet on it. You know, look at all the turbulent water right behind him. Yeah, but can you see? He's got that smile on his face. He's got it under control. And those pentacles, y'all, those pentacles are perfectly balanced. It takes mad skill to stand on a ball with one foot like that and keep those heavy-ass pentacles balanced that way. It does. It really does. And people are going to be like hating on him because he looks funny with an elephant hat on. Or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Getting like clown, Joker. Maybe somebody here likes Batman. I don't know. Something about like, yeah, like that's just kind of what it is. Like these people are, they're like haters. But they're like supportive haters. Does that even make sense? It's like, what is that like? Backhanded compliments. That's what it is. Thank you. These people like get backhanded compliments. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it is. And it's like almost kind of like, I think that they underestimate this masculine. I really do. I think that's really not smart. Because this masculine is a whole lot smarter than he appears. And I'm not saying that to be offensive, but than these people think. You know what I mean? But he's just keeping his cards close to his heart. He's making a decision here. And for some of you, I really do think that he might be in some way or another trying to protect you or this connection with you. Because for some of you, these people could be hating on you. Maybe they're hating on this masculine because of the way that they feel about you. Or the way that they feel about this feminine. It could be that too. So, what's up with the feminine? Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles here. Whoa. Oh, snap, you guys. Oh, snap. We have the Four of Wands, the 1111 card, and we have the Twin Flame card. If you are an OG to this channel, then you know that the Delos Tarot deck has a very special card in it. This card right here. This card was not part of the deck. It came with the deck, and I love it. I think it's adorable, and so I kept it in the deck to specifically be my indicator of a twin flame higher level soulmate reading. And there you go. We have Six of Swords. There's distance between you guys. I'm telling you. I think that, okay, hold on. Okay, so for some of you, this feminine knows about the twin flame connection or the divine partner connection or soulmates or something like that. For some of you, the feminine could have told the masculine, and this is going to be for those of you where you know who this person is, where you've connected before in the past, and now you're in a disconnect. So the messages are coming through pretty strong right now. So bear with me as I go through this. So I think that I think the feminine knew what this was. But the masculine's heart was closed. And I think that for some of you, I think the masculine's heart has been closed because of something that happened in a past life, whether it was with this feminine or with something or somebody else. I don't know. But because of that, this masculine didn't see it for what it was at the time. And for some of you, maybe he didn't even believe the feminine. But there's been a disconnection. With the Six of Swords, the feminine moved away from the masculine. The feminine has disconnected from the masculine, or the feminine was the one to move away from the masculine. They could have literally moved away, but I do feel like there is physical distance here between the two of you. Whatever that might be for you. I feel like there's like travel. Like you would have to travel to go see each other. And I think that like this feminine, I think the feminine left. I think that the feminine did leave. But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean she severed the connection energetically. She just walked away in the physical. But she still knows what this is. The masculine has just figured it out, though. The masculine, I think this masculine has been surrounded by some karmic energies, maybe even dealing with some karmic situations as well. And I think this masculine, honestly, I think this masculine is aware of the haters now. I really do. And I think he's kind of like, I just get this, like, it's just funny. Like, it makes me laugh. And it's funny because it's like these people are really, truly underestimating him. They really are. And they don't even know, because they're going to wake up one night, they're going to wake up one day, and he's just going to be gone. He's going to take everything, like take his swords, take what he can, and he's just going to be gone, you know? And they're going to be like, oh, snap. We thought we were expecting to find him, you know, flat on his face, you know? They knocked off his pedestal, knocked off this ball here, but look, nope, he's just gone. He's just gone. Okay, so we have the feminine who has moved away. There's a disconnect here for sure. The feminine who has moved away, but she is still aware of what this connection is. She has always been aware of what this connection is. Oh, pardon me. For some of you, maybe somebody has tried to stop her from talking about it or stop communication between the two of you. Maybe for some of you, there's been blockages. The masculine could have blocked the feminine. For some of you, this masculine could have blocked the feminine. My throat is starting to really hurt. There's definitely, I don't think there's communication between the two of you. I think it has to do with this feminine being aware of what the connection is. It's very possible that for some of you, maybe these haters that are around the masculine also hated on the feminine for her being aware of what the situation was. Maybe the masculine did as well. I do feel like there's possible that he was in some lower energies at the time of the connection. Yeah, there's like my throat is really starting to hurt right now. It's like a straining. Like, I'm getting the hiccups too. I don't even know how to say it. There's a throat chakra blockage. I think this masculine's throat chakra might be blocked. He wants to say something. Or is it the feminine? Is the feminine's throat chakra blocked? Let's see. What does the feminine have to want to say? Can we get more information here on the feminine? Seven of Wands. Yeah. There's the block. The Devil. Ooh, Capricorn energy. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Okay. So, okay. That makes a lot of sense to me. So I do think that for some of you, this communication blockage is, I don't think the feminine is talking to the masculine. I think whatever happened between these two people, between you two, whatever, the feminine got hurt. And she walked away and she stopped communicating with the masculine because the masculine was, honestly, the masculine was dealing with these clowns. He was a, it's interesting that I called them clowns because they're calling him clowns. Or joker, a joker, I don't know. I just keep getting like the circus vibes. I don't know. Somebody just go to the circus here. I think that there's a really strong connection here. And I think that the feminine knew, and I think that the feminine felt it. I think the masculine did too. I think that the masculine just denied it because the masculine's heart was very closed off when these two people met. Since the disconnection, however much time it has been, because I do feel like for some of you it could be a really long time, especially with that song that we got, the Nickelback song Far Away. He talks about in there about how it's been a long time, you know, and maybe even too long, you know. But I think that during that time, I think that this masculine has learned to thaw his heart. I think that for some of you, I think that it's very possible that this masculine has actually had a perspective shift when it comes to this feminine or the connection with the feminine, or maybe even just like something as simple as like they didn't believe in soulmates when they met the feminine and now they do. That kind of a thing, you know, like sometimes the smallest shifts can change the whole world. They have the biggest impact. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of what I feel with this masculine, that there was like a little shift and it just got the ball rolling, you know. I think that this feminine has, I think that for some of you, this feminine is probably not connected with somebody else, if that is something that you were worrying about or wondering about, if you're the masculine here. With the Nine of Pentacles, I do feel like this feminine is still single, or is just, at the very least, like isn't currently in, we'll say committed relationship. Apply how it resonates for you. I do still think that this connection would be wish fulfillment for this feminine, because I think that the feminine is aware of what this connection is. But because of the fact that this feminine is aware of what the connection is, and I'm pretty sure that this feminine was probably aware, maybe not necessarily that this person was their divine partner, but was aware of those types of connections, and that she was on the journey or resonated with it, or that she was a feminine, a divine feminine at the very least, prior to meeting this masculine. Because of that, I think that there's sort of like, it feels like an understanding here from this feminine where it's like, how do I even say this? I just heard, I come in peace. Interesting. Okay, we've got ET coming through, I guess. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe this feminine realized or recognized this wound within this masculine and tried to be like, you know, like I come in peace. Like I'm here to, I don't want to hurt you. I want to show you what love is. You know, I want to show you, I want to help you thaw your heart, kind of a thing, you know. And it's kind of like, honestly, it's kind of like sweet and romantic a little bit, because it's kind of like, what better way to thaw a frozen heart than with the fires of a twin flame? You know what I mean? that kind of made me want to cry a little bit. There's very strong feelings here. This feminine has a lot of love for this masculine, and there's a lot of understanding here too. I think that she's accepted and she knows that it's not about the union, it's about the awakening. And whether or not the two of you come together in union in the 3D in this life, you know, permanently, or whatever that might be for the two of you, I think that she's accepted it. And because of the fact that connecting in the first place was such an awakening process for the both of you, honestly. You know, because the masculine's heart has thawed because he met the feminine. You know, maybe it took the separation, and it took years after the separation for him to realize that, but it's still the truth. His heart has thawed, or is thawing, because of that divine love flame. Because of the fires of love, baby. Alright. This is really beautiful. I really, really like this. Okay, so I do feel like the masculine has something to say. So, is there a message? Can we get a message from the tarot from the masculine? And then we're going to actually go into some message cards. So is there a message here? Okay, we have the Tower, Scorpio energy. Also Mars energy. And the Eight of Pentacles. Damn. Y'all, what did I say? What's the message? This masculine has been really working on changing himself. And he's really close to achieving it. There is, this masculine could be going through a Tower moment right now. Tower moments are massive change. Change doesn't have to be, change is neither good nor bad. Change is simply change. You know? Just like a day is neither good nor bad. A day is simply a day. Our perception and our decision on how to label the day makes the day good or bad. It's the same thing with the change, right? Changes can be chaotic, but, you know, the universe was created from chaos, they say, so it's not all bad, right? Change. This masculine has been working really hard on changing something. Or he's been working really hard and there is a change coming. Sudden, a sudden change, a drastic change. Somebody could be moving. What's the Tower? Give me a card on the Tower, please. The Hermit, Justice, Temperance, the Magician, damn. Five of Wands. Well, you guys, yeah, words, they're gone. So we have Virgo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius energy. Here we also have the Divine Masculine with the Magician. You guys, this masculine has... Can we also just talk about the fact that we literally just got one, two, three, four. Yeah, we just got 5 major arcana, like, in a row. This would be like a really good thumbnail. I doubt I'll be able to get that, but can you see? 5. That's insane. There is a lot of major transformation going on within this masculine. There's healing here. There's karma being balanced with justice here. This masculine could be dealing with something in the legal system for some of you, or something to do with contracts. There is a sense of like coming out of, there's a sense of coming out of isolation. This masculine has been healing. They've been alchemizing, finding balance, and they're manifesting. They are. This is just so impressive. It's not surprising either that the Tower is here. This masculine has been working really hard for this Tower moment to happen, which is change. To change. They're trying to change their life. They're trying to change their perspective. They're trying to change their karma, their energy, whatever you want to call it. They're healing and alchemizing. They want to move forward. Three of Cups. They want to celebrate with friends, maybe have better connections with people. There's something here to do too with this karmic energy around them. For some of you, maybe they're about to reveal something to these haters. And that's going to be what the Tower moment is. It's going to be different for everybody here. We have Rose again. There's something to do with roses. Okay, I'm getting that song. Sun, sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. So somebody here could have a kid. I used to sing that to my daughter when she was little. And my mom used to sing it to me when I was little too. Look, in Temperance, she has her foot in the water. I'm telling you, this masculine could have visited water recently. He did something, he grounded himself in some way. Like with water, or maybe walking barefoot on the grass or something like that. I don't know. This is really amazing. I'm really impressed with this masculine here. If you are the masculine and you were concerned about the Tower moment, I wouldn't be. I do think that for most of you, you are very much aware of what it is. You, sir, or madam, or whatever, you masculine person, you're funny. You really are. Your energy is just making me just laugh. Like, I want to sit back with some popcorn and just watch this show, like, unfold, because these people have no idea. They have no idea. Oh, sorry. They really do not have any idea who you are or what you are capable of, but you are about to freaking show them, aren't you? You really are. This feminine knows. And I think you know she knows. This is beautiful, though. This is really beautiful. Kudos to you. You've really been doing the work. This is a masculine here. This is what a divine masculine looks like here. This is not at all in any way, shape, or form a karmic masculine. And there's no hate there at all. It's just, it's just paths we choose to take, right? Okay, let's get some message cards. And then I'm going to end it. So we're going to get just a few message cards today. So we're going to do the twin flame messages. Now, I do feel like a lot of these messages are going to be from the masculine to the feminine, but I do feel like the feminine also has messages. So take what resonates for you, leave what doesn't. Please do not make it fit if it doesn't, and flip it, switch it, reverse it if you need to. So let's get some messages here, please. Okay. So starting off, we have, I have been hurt in my past, which, yes, I think we know that. I think this is masculine for sure, and that's just confirmation as to the closed off heart, the frozen heart. I'm afraid to tell you how I really feel. Now, for some of you, that could be because this masculine has a fear of rejection. Maybe this masculine just doesn't know how to do it. If you resonate with being the masculine and you are worried about that fear of rejection or how to do it, let me just remind you that this is your person, this is your feminine, and she's aware of what the connection is. She's aware of how strong the connection is as well. And with the devil being here, she's also probably aware of the fact that, you are dealing with karmics. So give her the benefit of the doubt and, you never know until you try, right? That's just my little 2 cents. So we have, I will be reaching out soon. Yeah, with the Page of Swords coming out there, I was feeling the messages. So for some of you, I feel like this masculine might be reaching out soon. I do feel like it would be the masculine, because I do also feel like for some of you, this masculine knows that he needs to be the one to reach out, because I think that in the past, I think it's very possible that he denied feelings for the feminine, you know. So I really do think that it would, in this situation, it would be the masculine who would need to come and be the one to reach out. Karma is being balanced in this connection. Yeah. Yeah. You know, with temperance and justice and the Tower, you know, definitely karma being balanced here within this connection. You know, welcome to the twin flame journey. Welcome to the divine partner journey, right? Welcome to the human experience is karma. And karma gets a bad rep, right? Like, she just does. And I karma is just karma. You know, you get what you give, right? So if you're gonna be selling salt and saying it's sugar, well, you're gonna get what you give. And that just might mean that, you know, someday somebody's gonna give you some sugar for your coffee. It's gonna be salt, and you're gonna get to taste that bitterness, right? That's what karma is. That's how it works. It's not a you're bad and they're bad and, you know, I'm gonna curse you with karma. That's not how it works. Nobody controls it. You control it. You and nobody else. It's what you put out there, you know, and everybody has unpleasant karma and everybody has pleasant karma, because that's learning, you know. You don't expect your child to get an A on their spelling test the day they're giving their spelling words to you. You know, give them time to study and time to practice, and you are patient and understanding when they make mistakes. And you also understand too that unless your child is a genius, they're most likely not going to get 100 on every test, right? And that's okay. And we teach them that that's okay, you know. And the same thing has to be applied to ourselves as well, which is an understanding that to err is human and to forgive is divine, but to err is human. So if you're making mistakes, that's okay. You're supposed to, because you're human, and that's how we learn. So we have things are or were unbalanced between us. Yes, they were. And that's why the feminine left. Because I think for some of you, she was giving and he wasn't. And I think for others of you, I honestly think for others of you, for some of you, this masculine could have been a little mean. And I'm not saying that to like point fingers or anything like that. I'm just kind of getting this feeling of like, you know, this masculine is dealing with these haters right now that are like making fun of him. I feel like he was kind of in that energy when he was connecting with this feminine. Like he was, like these people were probably like his friends or people in his community or that he spent a lot of time with, and he was in that energy too. And I think that for some of you, these haters were hating on the feminine, and it's very possible that he was making fun of her along with them, you know. But yeah, all right, let's get some Burning Heart Love Oracle messages, and these are going to be the last messages for this reading. So thank you all very much for taking time out of your day or night to hang out here with me. I do hope these messages were helpful and that they reach the people or person that they were meant to reach. They brought you some clarity and guidance. If you like it, please let me know by hitting that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed and you want to see more of my videos. If you are feeling generous and you really enjoyed it and you would like to leave me a tip, the information to that is in the description box, or it's in the description of the channel. I'm going to try and put it down in the description box below. There is no minimum for donations, and all donations go towards helping the channel's growth and helping me be able to put more videos out for all of you. Okay, so we have here, I knew you were the one when I met you. Yeah, okay, so I think this is from the feminine. I think a lot of these here were from the masculine. I'm not going to say all of these are from the feminine, but I think this message here is from the feminine. And honestly, maybe the masculine too. Maybe the masculine did know what this connection was, but this feminine, for sure, she knew. She knew. She knew who this masculine was when she met him. She knew. You deserve better than them. Yeah, I really do think. You guys, take it how it resonates for you, but I think that these cards here, the first ones, were messages from the masculine to the feminine, and I think that these burning heart love ones are messages from the feminine to the masculine. I think this you deserve better than them. I think that's these karmics, you know, she knows that the masculine deserves to be treated better than how he is being treated, because I think that she sees him as being the king that he is, you know, this king over here, the King of Swords, while everybody else is seeing him as being a page. Maybe that's why I kept getting Joker. Maybe it's Jester. And my voice keeps going out when it comes to the feminine. So it's like, I think for some of you, this feminine is like, I think she's gone quiet. I really think she's gone quiet. Or maybe there's something here of like, she's like just keeping quiet. I'm not really sure. But the throat chakra, the blockage with the communication here, this feminine doesn't, I don't know, I don't feel like this feminine feels like her messages will be heard or will get to the masculine in some way. Maybe maybe she thinks that he's still blocked. Maybe he has her blocked. For some of you, the masculine could have the feminine blocked, energetically or like literally. But I think that's what this is here. I think that this is the feminine saying, look, you deserve to be treated better than these people are treating you. You know, you deserve to have somebody who can see the hard work that you are, you know, the hard work that you are, the hard work that you put in, you know, the amazing person that you are, and your great sense of humor, because I really, really like this masculine sense of humor. I just really am getting like a very, just a good sense of humor. I really do care, even though I don't show it. Yeah. I think that this feminine had to disconnect for her own peace of mind, because I think that, I'm really not trying to like pick on anybody here, but I kind of feel like this masculine could have, I just feel like this masculine may have been a little mean, like a lot of mean, like maybe a bully in a sense, because these people that are hating on this masculine, I do feel like these were people that he associated with at one point in time. And, you know, we associate with those who match our energy and our vibration, which means that at one point in time, he was an energetic match to these haters, you know, and these haters hated on the feminine. Probably because this feminine's a light worker. And also probably because misery loves company, right? So that makes a lot of sense. Misery loves company. So if this masculine were to connect with the feminine, then he would awaken and he would realize, he would elevate, raise his frequency and no longer be a vibrational match to these people. And they would lose their company. For some of you, maybe they follow this masculine. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I'm not going to get much deeper into that. I really do care, even though I don't show it. So for those of you where you're like, this feminine doesn't even remember me anymore, she hates me now, she, you know, has completely and totally moved on, she does still care. Okay, she does. She knows what this is. She's always known what it is. She's just not showing it because she doesn't want to get hurt either, right? You've been hurt in your past. She's been hurt in her past. She doesn't want to get hurt either. And you know, when she did show it, she got hurt. And she could have even gotten made fun of. And she could have even got made fun of by this masculine. You know? Maybe he didn't even believe her. Maybe he told her that, you know, whatever the case may be. But there you go. Last we have, I wish you were here with me. If you were wondering if she still cares, if she still feels the same way, she does. But see, the thing about this divine feminine is she also understands that everybody's healing journey takes their own time. Even if you are on a twin flame journey, you are still going to go through your own individual, personal journeys and paths, and everybody heals in their own time. So this feminine is aware that reunion may not happen in this lifetime, and she has accepted that. And because of accepting that, and I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, she is also aware that there are other higher level connections out there for her. You know, if needed. But that doesn't mean that she doesn't still think about you. You know? And I don't think that this feminine is currently seeing anybody, if you are wondering about that, because we did get the 9 of Pentacles here. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here. I hope these messages were helpful, and that you guys have a wonderful day or night, or whenever it was you were tuning into this reading. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.